So in the first video we talked about how to get to the class syllabus, and now here we are with the class syllabus open. If you see on the front page under assessment, you have links to the various writing and presentation assignments in the course. So the cover letter and the CV, the instructions are found down in the syllabus under the first day of the class, and the examples you can find under the blogs. So the instructions say to submit it to your blog in order to complete this. And if you go to the example blog, you can see here all of the writing assignments already done, samples of them put in here for how you should do them. So the first writing assignment was from the first day of class, finding 3 conferences in your field, putting a link to their web page, putting the dates of the submission process, the topics you're interested in, and instructions for application submission. After that, you'll find the CV applications. I put 2 examples in here of a more robust CV and a more just like brief CV. So this was written, this long one was written specifically for a single position when I was applying for one job. And this brief one was written for a single position when I was applying for hundreds of jobs. So in this case, this one was written for a specific job for a specific company, JYU. And it went a little bit more in depth because I was aiming directly for that job rather than for a kind of job in a field. And then the CVs are attached to the blog letters. And that's how you're supposed to submit this assignment on the deadline. So you would go to your blog over here in the side column, create a new entry, paste your CV in here. The formatting won't line up exactly with Word, so make sure that it's kind of formatted how you like, and then attach your CV Europass format to the blog post. Going back, we have the business communication writing under participation and the proposal. So the first one is a writing activity goal setting, which you can find again down in the syllabus, a description of what to do, and you'll find it submitted here in the example blog where it will ultimately be submitted. Oh, sorry, goal setting. Goal setting will be submitted here, the goal setting Dropbox. Conference application email. This is the email that applies for your conference, and you should attach an abstract to the email. So the rationale of this assignment is that the abstract is a rather important kind of academic piece of writing that you have to do a lot of in undergraduate and in master's degrees. Typically when you are giving a group presentation on an update on your research, or when you're applying for conferences, or well, any other time you ever want to tell people about your research, you're always presenting a summary or an abstract of it. So this abstract, and regardless of whether or not your research is complete or not, you're always presenting on stuff that's ongoing. So in this abstract, you'll be writing a miniature proposal, a miniature version of the proposal that you are writing in full for the course, and you'll be applying to a conference with that abstract, fake conference. And you submit this on your blog, I believe. Maybe it's here. No, it should be submitted on the blog, so I'll create an example post here that will show the format for applying to one of these conferences and submitting the blog, or submitting the abstract. Moving on, we have the proposal. So the proposal is one of the major pieces of academic writing in this course. The other major writing being the user manual, and that is technical writing. So if you click on proposal, it'll bring you to a description of the assignment, the requirements, the purpose, the format, and a brief description of the content. This is a group writing, academic group writing, so you'll be doing it with your group during meetings in class and on your own. And it will have kind of a basic structure to it, a more academic structure, and you will be using academic language and signposting. So in typical academic writing, you have kind of an argument or an idea or a theme that you're trying to convince people of, and you are presenting your knowledge with reinforced references behind them, and kind of structuring the knowledge, creating an interest in your proposal, in your project, by showing that there is a need for it in the field, by referencing articles or newspapers or whatever that say that are calling for your solution, basically. So this is the write-up for the proposal, and you can find the due dates and the instructions for that also here in the syllabus. And then we have another writing activity, online filter bubbles, which we'll do in class and you'll post to your blog. Memo. These memos are basically minutes for the meetings, submitted in memo form to your blog. And if you rotate the job of the secretary, meeting by meeting, then everybody should have a chance to do minutes by the end. And I'll put up a sample of a memo with meeting minutes in the blog. Final letter. This is just feedback at the end of the course in letter form. So the instructions are right here at the end of the syllabus on the final day. And if you prefer to supply your feedback anonymously, you can use the Corpy feedback form. The user manual. Is here somewhere. No, I didn't put up the instruction for that yet. The user manual, I'll put up the instructions next after this video. And it's basically a culturally specific 5 to 7 page technical document explaining something that you needed to do during your project. So you'll have a mock project that you're presenting on, or possibly a real one if your group decides to do that. And then the user manual will be an explanation of a certain aspect of that project, and you'll choose a geographic or cultural specific kind of tone for it, and then explain to us how you made efforts to adapt for that culture. The group presentation is right here on the side, or you can click this link to go there. It's a 30-minute presentation, and it's basically a business presentation format. So you are presenting to your colleagues, who are the classmates, and you are presenting on the work in progress, which is your user manual, and soliciting feedback and advice. So this is when you're creating the structure and the kind of language that you're going to be using in this presentation, you want to think of it as happening in a business environment with the purpose of progressing work that you are doing. Going back to the syllabus, the individual presentation, this is a individual conference presentation, so this is an academic presentation, and in this presentation you'll be either presenting on your aspect of the project in the group, your role, or your entire project itself as you would present at a conference. And so it has a more academic structure in that it has a body, introduction, conclusion, and you're going to have references, and they should be in IEEE format. Going back to the syllabus. Those are all the writing assignments and a little bit of the rationale for why they're included in this course. The idea is to give you a chance to write academically and technically, and to give you a chance to present both in the business setting and the academic setting, as well as to communicate informally and formally with academic and business style communiques, such as the conference application email, which is an academic abstract, and the memos, the various memos and letters, which are business format. So if you have any questions or concerns about that, please contact me by my email, which is right up here.